Batter up. It is a Thursday edition. Wake up in Wenatchee Valley, 27th day of March, 2025. I am Dan Kuntz, and it is opening day of the baseball season. Of course, they already played a couple of games in Tokyo. The Cubs and the Dodgers did last week, but now it begins. And if you're new to the program, haven't been watching this for very long, as you may surmise by my sweatshirt, I'm a Yankee. Now, I love the Mariners, second favorite team. I follow the Mariners on a daily basis, but I'm a Yankee. I thought we'd just get that out of the way right now. Mariners open at home with the A's tonight. Opening day of the baseball season. I'll just say this right now. I'll get on my soapbox and move on with it. It should be a national holiday. It should always be on a weekday. It should be a national holiday, and all the games should be day games, so the kids can go. There, done with that. Anyway, I'm pretty pumped. I love opening day. It is one of the great days of the year. As far as weather is concerned, we're going to do a complete 180 from what we've had over the last couple of days. 72 Wednesday, 72 the day before that. We'll be lucky to get to 60 today. That big low that gave all that crazy weather to the Puget Sound area is going to seep into our area. We're going to cloud up, have some light rain today. It's going to be cloudy today, tonight, Friday night. Weekend looks really good, though. A lot of sunshine Saturday and Sunday, and then a very robust system comes in Sunday night and means that as we say goodbye to March and welcome April, looks like it's probably going to be cool and wet. That's next week. But the weekend, if you have outdoor plans, and a lot of people do, it's looking good. All those details are coming up, plus news, plus sports. Did I mention this opening day? I did, so it's opening day. It is a Thursday, Pause for Pets. Louie the cat needs a home, and my conversation with Tara Sokol at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. They're wrapping up a whole bunch of stuff. They're ramping up big time. They're going to be very busy right down the road from us. Always love to visit with our friends at the museum. That'll be coming up in the back half of the program. Oh, an opinion from Mike Mad Dog Minotti as well, because some people just can't get enough of Mike. Others can. Let's do our cameras, shall we? Let's see what we have out there. Again, it is a lot different than it was yesterday. It's warmer. Yesterday at this time it was 46. Right now it's 52. That's because we have the cloud cover. Had a little bit of light drizzle, but we didn't have any real dramatic weather. There was some thoughts of maybe a pop-up thunderstorm. Didn't really happen here in the Wenatchee Valley. But boy, record high temperatures across the board. Pasco, Ellensburg, Yakima, Pullman, Spokane hit 75 degrees yesterday. That's the warmest temperature they've ever recorded in Spokane in the month of March, and those records go back to 1881, the warmest March day in 140 some odd years in Spokane yesterday. Again, we got to 72. Pretty darn mild. Good morning to the Wenatchee Valley. You can see the cloud covers, and yeah, they're threatening some light rain, and that is certainly in the forecast today. Camera number 2. I think we're up to Valley High. There you go. Good morning to Valley High on your way up to Blewett Pass. No real problems snow-wise in the Cascades until we get to the early part of next week. Snow level is going to be at pass level, and they are expecting some precipitation. Just a heads up there. It's still winter up in the major mountain passes. They may extend the deadline for studded tires. It's almost always April 1st. You have to have the studs off, but the DOT has the wherewithal and the power to extend that if conditions warrant, and they just may do that because there could be some snow in the passes in the early part of next week. Camera number 3. Good morning to Lake Wenatchee. And you can see a little bit of Fish Lake in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Looks gorgeous up there. Is it me, or does the lake seem unseasonably blue? Beautiful shot there. And it doesn't look like Cato Glen's open for golf quite yet. I wonder how many people went out and played golf yesterday in that gorgeous weather. It was just beautiful. Really nice. The best 2 days of spring so far were Tuesday and Wednesday. And I think we're heading up to Billy Goat, USA. There it is. They have some higher clouds up there than we have. Keep in mind, that camera that you're looking at is over a mile above sea level. I think it's like 4,700 feet above sea level. It's up there a ways. That's why you can see that huge swath of real estate up Billy Goat Way. And right now I'll check in at Omak. You are at 48 degrees, although it's a little breezy there. Normally we don't do the Climate Prediction Center forecast, the long-term forecast, on a Thursday, but we're going to do it today because it's going to take us to the first 5 days in April. This is your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. This is next Tuesday through next Saturday. As you can see, we have a slightly better then 50-50 chance of seeing below normal temperatures. Point of reference, our normal high this time of the year is 56 degrees. As the days get longer and we get deeper into spring, that normal high will go up. So we could be more like lower 50s for the early first 5 days of April anyway. And as far as precipitation is concerned, again, no real surprise as that deep low moves into our area Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, actually Sunday night, and lasting most of the next week. We're going to see continuous rounds of precipitation, valley rain, and mountain snow, so we have a pretty good chance of seeing cooler than normal temperatures and wetter than normal days. And again, snow will impact the mountains. How much? We don't know yet. We'll find out together. From the National Weather Service, say goodbye to the sunshine. Clouds will be dominant today. About 58, 59 for the afternoon high. Yeah, we got a chance of rain today. Hit and miss showers pretty much all day today. No sunshine today, no sunshine Friday. Could get a little rain tonight. In fact, the chance of rain tonight's at 70%, 43 for the overnight low. That's pretty mild for this time of the year. Chance of rain on Friday, 40%. If it rains Friday, it will be in the afternoon hours. 55 or so for the afternoon high on Friday. Friday night, the clouds clear out. We'll get down to 36, and then a good-looking weekend. All day Saturday, sunshine with a high of 57. Most of the day Sunday until very late in the day. We're talking about 6:37. We'll have sunshine too with a high of about 55. And then here comes another system on Sunday night lasting through at least Wednesday. It's a deep low, not the same one that's here now. It's a different one. And it's going to come pay us a visit Sunday night, and that means next week, cooler than normal and perhaps wetter than normal. But the weekend, no problems there. I'll be out and enjoy it. Hope you do too. And by the way, if you're going to go out and about this weekend, take us along. We're portable. We stream, and we have an app. All right, going to take a break. When we come back, the news on this Thursday. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Central Washington Water is home to the Hot Spring Spa for over 45 years. Come see the Freshwater Smart IQ. It monitors your saltwater spa's pH balance, chlorine, and more. Or the cold plunge tub that will leave you feeling rejuvenated. Plug-and-play spas make hot tubbing easy. With great financing available, cold water, salt water, hot water, Central Washington Water has a spa for your budget and your lifestyle. Stop by today.
The family at the Epladolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Epladolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Epladolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Epladolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour. It's raining lightly, a couple of spittles here and there in the Wenatchee Valley, 52 degrees. We're not going to get a lot warmer than that with some hit and miss rain. It's going to rain probably tonight. Good chance of rain Friday afternoon and a lot of sunshine, and temperatures just about perfect for the weekend. It's almost 10 minutes after the hour. The U.S. Marshals Service is now getting themselves involved in that multi-agency search for the suspects in the Moses Lake drive-by murder from last Friday. 14-year-old Mario Santoyo killed, 4 other people wounded. The shooting happened Friday night on West Loop Road. One suspect, who's also 14, was taken into custody Monday in Richland. The Marshals Service yesterday announced it's working with the Moses Lake Police Department, the United States Border Patrol, and the FBI and other agencies to locate 2 more suspects who are still fugitives. Those suspects have not been publicly identified, but the Pacific Northwest Violent Offender Task Force says they are sought. There are warrants out for their arrest. A reward of up to $5,000 per fugitive is available for information that leads directly to those arrests. Officials say the suspects should be considered armed and dangerous. The Wenatchee School Board selected its 4 candidates yesterday afternoon to interview for its open District 4 seat. The interviews will be next week. The candidates are Chelan County PUD Supervisor Mark Belton, Case Manager Carrie Gavin, Freelance Editor Alyssa Bones, and Fish Biologist McLean Johnson. The finalists will interview during a special school board meeting on April 3rd, and the selected candidate will be sworn in on April 22nd. The District 4 seat is being left open by Miranda Skaliski, who resigned from the board because she is moving out of the area. Skaliski attended her last board meeting on Tuesday. Grant County authorities were investigating a fatal vehicle crash. This happened off Adams Road just south of Quincy at about 12:45 yesterday afternoon. Sheriff's deputies with Grant County say the collision involved a tractor trailer and a passenger car. They collided near the intersection of Adams Road North and Road 6 Northwest. The sole occupant of the passenger car was pronounced dead at the scene. The truck driver was unharmed. This accident, as you might imagine, is still being investigated. The Lighthouse Christian Ministries building on Columbia Street will officially reopen on April 7th. The local Homeless Outreach Center has been temporarily closed since March 5th to develop a new case management system called LMC Downtown Connections. They say it'll better track progress of clients who are homeless or dealing with substance abuse. The center will be open March 31st through April 3rd for client and volunteer intakes, and then it'll fully reopen on April 7th. To better align with its mission, the center will reopen under a new name. It'll be the Lighthouse Christian Ministries Downtown Connections, and new hours of operations too, from 8 a.m. to 2 o'clock Monday through Saturday. Monday was World Tuberculosis Day, and the Grant County Health District marked that occasion by recognizing local health leaders. Dr. Mark Johnson and the infectious disease team at Confluence Health are the recipients of the district's 2025 Spittoon Award, meant to recognize efforts to fight TB. Spittoons were the focus of the first TB prevention programs back in the late 19th century. The health district says Johnson and the Confluence team have made a meaningful difference in controlling the disease in Grant County. There were 3 cases of TB reported in Grant County last year out of 257 statewide. And the Wenatchee School of Karate and their owners, Dave O'Connor and Carrie Erickson, they must vacate their personal residence and their business property on Miller Street because of Phase 1 of the Confluence Parkway project. Of course, this is a big street and bridge project. It's set to acquire about 2/3 of the school's current space. They need it. NCWLIFE spoke with O'Connor and Erickson to learn more about their temporary relocation plans.
So at one point they were looking at taking the whole building. And then I said, no, then we'll just take 3 units, which was crazy because it's nowhere near where the construction's at. And they were looking at that because the basement here goes under 3 units. Then they're talking about, well, maybe we just take the 1 unit, ours, up to this lobby wall and take the whole thing away, right? Then they would have had to rebuild the basement wall, the basement access, a new exterior wall and everything else. And then they kept looking at the footprint of the overpass and going, well, we really don't need to take that much. So the brick wall behind you, which is this side of the office lobby here, that's originally an exterior wall. This used to be a fruit packing plant built in 1929. So now, from this brick wall out is going away. 2/3 of our building is going away.
So when we've heard things, both on the start date and what they're doing, that has been subject to change without notice. Yeah.
So when it was actually clarified that part or all of this building was going to go away, that was early last year. And so we were told the project wouldn't start until the fall of 2025 this year. And so we started looking at alternate properties kind of casually. And it was November 5th that I received an email that said, no, you need to be out by April 1. And no April Fools, April 1, right on the email. And we're gonna have to fudge on that a little bit because of the property we're going to is they're not moving out till after April 1. So I support maybe not this project 100% the way it's currently laid out. I definitely support the idea and the need for traffic mitigation at the north end of Wenatchee. In all candidness, I'd support it more if it didn't impact me personally. So at the end unit of our building, this is the plan du jour. It has changed, I couldn't tell you how many times, is that on a temporary basis, we're going to be moving 5 units down to hers for 4 months, 6 months, whatever it takes to do the demolition of 2/3 of this building, reconstruct the exterior wall. And so we'll be down there. It won't be far.
It's very hard. It's very hard to establish this, to have a reputation in your community, to serve your community for this long, and then to have this building be destroyed. I'm really not ready to hang it up. And we have a commitment to our students and our community, and that's one of the things that I've been doing the best I can do, talking to the students and saying, hey, yeah, we're moving, and it's going to be different.
But we're not going out of business.
It's not going to be the same, but what we're doing will always be the same, and it won't matter where we are.
You know, I'm 3.5 years with stage 4 cancer, and I'm still on the dojo floor teaching. So I do what I can out there when I can. Doing chemo every other week. 3 weeks this time because I need that push at the end of the month to move out of here. And so that's kind of an inconvenience as well. But so yeah, was a little stress in our lives over my cancer, and then we add the additional stress of this relocation process. So yeah, we've been pretty overwhelmed by all of this, and so I know that all the businesses involved, it impacts them greatly. It impacts their future, their financial income, everything. But for us, literally, it's impacting our life.
And that is the news on this Thursday. It's been a busy week for the crew in the newsroom, and today will be no exception. The news tonight at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock on TV. 5, 6, and 10, those are the air times on TV. It's appointment television, but if it doesn't fit into your time schedule, we got it. Or if you're completely unplugged from cable and you're out there on the internet consuming with your smart TV. In fact, my TV is smarter than I am. Our news will be posted right around 5 o'clock on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and our homepage, NCWLIFE.com. And if you have a news tip, and we've gotten some pretty important and pertinent news stories from you folks, don't hesitate. Send us an email, news@ncwlife.com. It's opening day of the baseball season. I'm in a good mood. Will I be in a good mood tomorrow? We'll find out Friday. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at MaryMaidsOfWenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Mary Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
Craving fresh Asian comfort food? Steam Panda is Wenatchee's popular, family-friendly Asian restaurant. They focus on providing guests with delicious, healthy, fresh, and natural dishes for an affordable price. Warm up with one of their many popular house-made soup dumplings, ramen noodles, or pho dishes. And make sure to ask about their lunch and chef specials on sushi rolls. Steam Panda's Hawaiian poke bowl and salads are excellent with your favorite boba tea. Stop by or order online at Steam Panda today.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
21 minutes after the hour, sports. Here we go, baby. Opening day of the baseball season. The Seattle Mariners will start at home. They'll be at T-Mobile Park taking on the Athletics, who are just going by the Athletics this year. Just to recap, Seattle went 85-77 last year. They were 49-32 at home. The Mariner pitching staff has always been their strength. They averaged almost 9 strikeouts per 9 innings last year, and they gave up less than 4 runs per game. It was all about the offense last year. The offense can support the pitching staff. Who knows? 13 of the Mariners' first 16 games, by the way, are at home. Logan Gilbert will start for the Mariners. The A's will go with Luis Severino. First pitch, 7:10 on Root Sports, and I shall be watching. What I won't be watching is the Kraken, because they play at the same time. Seattle Kraken, they're looking to end their 3-game slide. They host the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Seattle is 36-6 overall. They are 8-10-2 against the Pacific Division. And the Kraken have gone 5-12-1 when they commit more penalties than their opponent. As far as Edmonton is concerned, they are 41-25-5. They are 10-6-1 in the Pacific. The Oilers have gone 38-10-3 in games where they score 3 or more goals. The puck drops at 7 on Kong TV. There are still 2 basketball teams alive for postseason play. The Gonzaga women are in the quarterfinals of the WBIT. They will be in Minnesota to take on the Golden Gophers at 5 o'clock. Same tip-off for the Washington State Cougars. They're in the Super 16, at least that's what they call it, of the WNIT. The Cougars will take on North Dakota State in North Dakota at 5 o'clock tonight, same time there. Prep soccer scoreboard from last night. Wenatchee took care of Eastmont 4-1. No real issues there. Wenatchee led at one point 2-0 and 3-1. So 4-1 is a pretty big victory in the world of soccer. The Panthers have another game. They got 3 games this week. Tomorrow night at home against Moses Lake. Prep soccer scheduled today at 4 o'clock on the pitch. Chelan welcomes Cashmere to town. Same deal with Bridgeport, welcoming Bridgeport. Bridgeport hosting Brewster. At least it's not a long bus ride. 4:30 is Liberty Bell at Manson. 6 o'clock tonight, Cascade will take on Omak, and Omak Ephrata welcomes Quincy. Again, pretty short drive for the Jackrabbits. Not a lot of baseball going on today. Republic will be at Tenasket at 3:30. Omak at Brewster at 4:30. And in prep softball today, Republic will host Tenasket at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess they get out of school early in Tenasket today. If you're on the softball team, it is Chelan at Okanagan at 4:30, and prep softball, Omak at Brewster at 4:30, Bridgeport at Orville at 4 o'clock. And we can't forget about baseball tomorrow. There's your prep softball schedule. And our cameras will be at Historic Recreation Park. Doubleheader, Panthers and the Wildcats. Wenatchee won the Tuesday night game 18-6. At Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Now they're in their own home ballpark. Doubleheader on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. We'll be streaming it at 4 o'clock. Game 1 will be on TV at 7 o'clock. Baseball is back, and those are just some of the games that people are playing. Obscure holiday today. It is Armed Forces Day in Myanmar, formerly Burma, and I checked. They have armed forces. In fact, the armed forces run the country. Every time Myanmar has an open and free election, somebody gets elected, and then there's just a coup, and the military just takes over. You don't want to visit Myanmar right now. Not a particularly pleasant place to be. It's National Scribble Day. It's National Paella Day. It's World Theater Day. But no. Hello, Joe. What do you know? It's National Joe Day today. Hello, my name is Joe. Joe, of course, is a shortened version of Joseph, which is from the Hebrew name Yosef, which means he will add or God will increase. Famous Joes: former President Joe Biden, Joe DiMaggio, Joe Namath, Joe Montana, Joe Cocker, Joe Walsh, G.I. Joe. How popular is the name Joe? In 1993, Joe was the 231st most popular name in the United States. 10 years ago, Joe went down to 596 on the most popular names in the United States. That's kind of odd. And the most that recently that I checked, just a couple of years ago, Joe has moved up. It's now 455th in the most popular name in the United States. So if your name is Joe, today is your day. It's 26 minutes after the hour. Today in history. Mary Mallon, pictured on the left, better known as Typhoid Mary, the first healthy carrier of typhoid ever identified in this country, is quarantined. She was asymptomatic, which means she was a carrier but couldn't get sick herself. And unfortunately, Mary Mallon, her occupation, well, she was a cook. That's not good if you have typhoid. She was presumed to have infected 22 people, 3 of whom died. She was twice forcibly isolated by public health authorities. And finally, on this date in 1915, 110 years ago today, she was put in quarantine, and she would remain in quarantine for the next 3 decades in total isolation until she passed away. Again, she could carry typhoid, she just couldn't get it herself. She went into quarantine and never came back on this date 110 years ago today. There are earthquakes, and then there are earthquakes. It was Good Friday on March 24th, 1964, and on that Good Friday, the second most powerful earthquake ever recorded since they came up with seismology equipment. It remains to this day the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in North America. It strikes just south of Anchorage, south central Alaska, as a matter of fact. Magnitude 9.2. 9.2, 125 people were killed. Damage to the city of Anchorage was massive, as you might imagine. Not only was this earthquake 9.2, still to this day, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded on this continent, but, you ready for this? The quake lasted 4 minutes and 38 seconds. A 9.2 earthquake lasting 4.5 minutes. I was on this date 61 years ago today. And common sense tells us that the deadliest airplane accident ever would involve a plane crashing, a plane falling from the sky. That was not the case. It was 2 planes, well, 1 plane running into another plane on a runway. March 27th, 1977, 2 Boeing 747 airlines collide in Tenerife on the Canary Islands. 583 people would be killed. What exactly happened? I will tell you after you watch this. David Brinkley from the NBC Evening News.
In the horrible air crash in the Canary Islands, what is known now is that at least 578 people died, the worst ever. What is not known now is exactly what caused it to happen. Here on a diagram of the Tenerife airport in the Canary Islands with some models, we will show you what facts we have been able to get at this hour. The 2 planes were parked here at the terminal. Normally, to roll to the end of the runway, they would have used this taxiing strip. But it was crowded with parked airplanes, and so they both were rolled out this way. KLM in front, Pan American behind it. Exactly how far, we don't know. KLM rolled down here, off into this little side place, down the taxiway, to the end of the runway, and sat there waiting to take off. Pan American was rolling down behind it. At about this point, the tower said to the Pan Am pilot, "Are you clear of the runway?" He said no. At about this point, he saw the KLM plane charging toward him. He tried to turn into this ramp to avoid it. It was too late, and they collided at that point. with the result, as we say, 578 people dead.
Neither plane was supposed to be at the airport in Tenerife. The main airport in the Canary Islands was closed because a bomb had exploded earlier in the day. So all the air traffic bound for the Canary Islands was diverted to Tenerife, which just had one runway. It was completely overwhelmed with jets. The captain of the KLM began his takeoff run without permission from the tower. There was only one air controller on duty. He was overwhelmed. The captain of the KLM rolled his plane down the runway without clearance, and everybody on board the KLM died, and 61 on the Pan Am actually survived. All told, 583 people killed, the deadliest aviation accident in history. Birthdays. Mariah Carey, the first artist to have their first 5 singles reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. She has a 5-octave vocal range, which is pretty remarkable. She is the 3rd all-time best-selling female artist ever. Madonna is #1, Rihanna is #2, Mariah Carey is #3, even though she really hasn't done much lately. The album, All I Want for Christmas Is You, is the greatest selling Christmas album of all time, and perhaps this most impressive stat at all. She holds the record for the most #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 by a solo artist. 19 of her songs went to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, one more than Elvis. Mariah Carey is 56 years old today. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. The Cash for Clunkers program, ask about it. You can keep all the ductwork and stuff like that, but maybe just the guts, the actual unit that's in your basement or in the closet that heats your home in the winter and cools it off in the summer. Maybe it's time for a new one. What they're doing nowadays with HVAC systems, pretty darn remarkable. Your one and only phone call should be to Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. How does Mike McNaughty feel about rap music? We're going to find out together. Tara Sokol from the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center will be joining me to talk about their upcoming events. But first of all, Louie the cat needs a permanent home. It's Paws for Pets.
Hi, I'm Shelby. I am the marking coordinator here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today we're here to talk about Louie. Louie is a 1-year-old male cat. Hi, boo-boo. He came to us as a stray. He actually came to us all beat up because he lost a fight, rather, with some other street cats. And so we fixed him right up. He's got some stitches along his head and his back that are healing up super nicely. Louie has been extremely affectionate. As you can see, he also really loves treats. Everything's good in moderation, of course. And he's just a really fun guy. If you like someone who will warm your lap every morning, afternoon, and night, he will totally do that for you. Because now that he has learned the luxuries of indoors, he is all about it. He loves his soft surfaces. He loves just getting to nap in the sun. He loves his simple pleasures, and that includes temptation treats. We are closed on Wednesdays, but we are open to appointments. So if you give us a call, we can get you in on a Wednesday to come see Louie. Otherwise, we are open to the public Thursday through Tuesday, 12:30 to 6 p.m.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
It's the NCWLIFE Community Calendar, brought to you by Valley Tractor and Rentals. The Wenatchee School District is hosting a job fair for prospective bus drivers on Saturday, March 29th at the Transportation Building next to Wenatchee High School. You can apply in person and test drive a bus. The 25th edition of the Mariachi Northwest Festival concludes with a gala concert on March 29th at the Wenatchee High School Auditorium. The headliner this year is Shalala DeCal and features the award-winning mariachi Hanachi.
Welcome to the Columbia Basin Dispute Resolution Center. We are a local nonprofit serving Grant and Adams counties, helping businesses and people resolve difficult issues so they can move toward a better future. We offer help with workplace disputes, residential issues, family matters, and can train your staff in conflict prevention and resolution skills. Call us at 509-237-8401 to learn more.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. We can lift this up right here.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
You know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, my musical tastes are pretty eclectic. While my fave genres are rock and the blues, I also have to admit that I do love the big band music of the 40s. Glenn Miller's In the Mood, Artie Shaw's Begin to Begin, that's great stuff. And however, I can't deny the legitimacy of rap music. Okay, I don't like it either, but I have to admit, if rap had been around when I was younger and my testosterone level was higher, I probably would have liked some of this stuff. So maybe while some current musical genres may not be to your or my taste, I think that I think rap music deserves some respect. Maybe. This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and that's my opinion.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Spring into the good life. World-class wine, food, and hospitality meet on the shores of Lake Chelan. Chelan Cellars, bringing great wine, food, friends, and family together where vineyards and the good life bloom every spring.
Tipsy Canyon Winery has become the place to go for fine wine and unbelievable views of the Chelan Valley. Tipsy Canyon Winery is a year-round destination for wine lovers, so stay for the moment that becomes the memory at Tipsy Canyon Winery.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
For more than a couple of years, about 3 or 4 years, we've been endeavoring to really make a regular visit, like almost a monthly visit, with the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. Gee, life gets in the way, but by golly, I'm committed starting now in the year 2025, at least once a month, if not more. We're going to visit with our friends at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center because I love it. You should love it. If you live here in the Wenatchee Valley, you should be here on a regular basis. If you're new to the Wenatchee Valley and you've decided this is where you're going to put down roots, this is where you need to come, Tara, because this is where you learn about your new home, the Wenatchee Valley, right here under one roof, or two roofs, so to speak, the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. Introduce yourself to our TV family. I know you, but they don't, maybe.
Hi, my name is Tara Sokol. I'm the Marketing Community Relations Manager for the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. I know that's a lot, but I just help try and promote all the events that are happening here, and I hope that you're able to come down we're having a lot of events coming up this spring and summer, so we're going to go over that.
As we speak, downstairs, we're in the Coyote Room upstairs. Downstairs, there is a whole slew of fifth graders running all over the place.
Yes, yeah, they are exploring the Beauty of Bronze exhibit, which is an exhibit that sort of goes over all the bronze statues that fifth grade students have made, I think last year, or just earlier last year. And they're looking at all that. Hopefully they'll be inspired to make that this year. And we currently have an event coming up on March 27th, next Thursday, where adults can come make their own bronze statue. And this class will also include if you take that class, you can also support the education of a fifth grade student for next year. So that's really exciting. You get to make your own bronze statue and you get to support someone's education.
And $90 is a good deal.
It's pretty good, yeah. And the statue will be made and cast in real bronze. So what they essentially do is they'll make something out of clay that'll be fired and then sent to Portland to a foundry. I don't know if it's in Portland exactly, but it's going to be sent to a foundry and they're going to cast that in real bronze. It'll come back roughly 6 weeks later and you'll have a little bronze statue in your own home.
You've been doing this with the kids for years.
Yeah.
So one day one of the parents said, hey, how come I can't do that? Because now it's for the adults. I mean, how did that come to be?
I can't speak to that myself, but Don Collins can. He's the real brain behind the operation for the Beauty of Bronze program, him and alongside many other community members. It's a really beloved program. It's been here for 21 years. It's something that the kids always look forward to every year, and every time people come in and they see our lobby case full of those little bronze statues, like, people are just always amazed at what
you're drawn to it like a moth, and all of that, but they're not just globs of Jabba the Hutt looking things. These are nicely done. These kids put a lot of effort into it, some real intricate detail.
I think my favorite statue that I saw recently is somebody made the Titanic. It's just like a little itty bitty boat with like a little bit of stuff coming out, and I'm like, wow, that's so sweet, and I hope nothing bad happens to it.
It sank, by the way. I didn't want to spoil it.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and by the way, you get to keep the bronze when it's all said and done. You're taking it home?
Yes, you can take it home. So, yeah, and we have several, if anyone's new to the Wenatchee area, we have several bronze statues around our riverfront park and the downtown area. So you can look at that as like inspiration for your own little statue.
Matthew and TJ went to Cuba not long ago.
Yes.
Which is a pretty exotic place to go. And top out Matthew Pippin and TJ Farrell. We just saw Matthew not 10 minutes ago. And they're going to do a whole presentation on their trip to Cuba at the Wells House, and that's coming up too.
Yes, yeah. So Matthew has been really excited sharing his travel stories. It was an amazing event. Like, he was telling us as he was leading up to the Cuba event, like, oh, I'm going to be leaving in a week. I'm going to be leaving in a couple days. Don't talk to me. I'm going to be in Cuba. They went and they were able to see what is called the City of Sculptures. And essentially they also went to a museum at Cuba, and they gave, so Matthew Pippin and TJ Farrell, they're both local authors, and they gave both of their books there. So now both of their books are internationally known, and they're at the, I don't remember the exact museum, but they're in a Cuban museum. So, and I think they gave them some souvenirs from our museum, so we're we're making our reach that way.
That is on April 2nd at the Wells House. Light refreshments provided. Nick's Bricks is back. This has been going on for quite some time. Nick passed away rather tragically in Africa about 10, 15 years ago, I want to say. Something like that. He was a Lego fanatic, just loved Legos. His parents started this. We've been involved with it for quite some time. It kind of fell away a little bit. COVID really did a number on it. But now Nick's Bricks is back, and it's here.
Yeah. So in years past, Nick's Bricks was originally held at Pybus Public Market. And over the years, like last year, it was half in the museum and half at Pybus. And this year, it's going to be exclusively at the museum, which is completely new for us. We're going to have all the Lego installations at the museum. And yeah, we have volunteers coming in basically every couple of days to help set up for that event. It's always the biggest event. Every time I'm at an outreach event, there's some family who comes up and is like, oh yeah, the museum. I was there during Nick's Bricks. Like everyone is there. And it's really exciting. You know, everyone is like so in love with like the idea of building and are enthralled with the Lego sculptures. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. It's going to be April 5th, I believe, or 6th.
That is correct. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to be good with dates. It's on April 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The entire museum will be free. You'll be entering, I believe, from the annex side and going up and over and then ending in our main lobby. It's going to be great. The little ones, if they're not able to put together a Lego, they'll get little pinwheels that they can carry around. And the older kids, they'll get their own Lego set. It's really exciting. It's such a big event, and the museum staff are just really excited for it.
And now maybe the major topic of conversation, of course, the first week in April is spring break. Heads up, parents. You can send your kids down here for 2 different kind of day camps, different times, different skills, different age sets. The first week, the first working week, the first full week in April. Craftoria is for kids grades 1 through 4.
It's Craftopia.
Craftopia.
Actually,
Go right ahead.
It's going, so we have 1 week, both of them are going to be STEM based, but 1 week is going to be for students in grades 1 through 4. It's going to be a half day for grades 1, 1st and 2nd grade, and then it'll be a full day for 3rd and 4th grade campers, and they will be essentially working. It'll be for Craftopia, it's going to be a crafts week, and they will be working on arts and crafts based on museum collection items or artifacts, which will be very exciting. And we'll be exploring basically all facets of creativity from April 7th through the 10th. It'll be really amazing. They'll be, I don't know if they'll be exactly here in Coyote's Corner or if they'll be in another place, but I'm sure the half-day camps will definitely be in here. And I mean, just if you look around this room, there's so much art on the walls and on the floor that should be...
It stimulates creativity.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And the walls were painted by Lindsay Bradenthal, and the floor was painted by the artist behind Fight the Beige. So like, you just have to look at it and you can be inspired to make your own work of art, and it'll be amazing. And then the second week that we're offering, it's for 4th and 5th grade students, and that's going to be our introduction to robotics. And that is such a fun camp. Last year, our robotics camps were sold out like almost immediately. And so we're really excited to offer it again. And we still have spots left open. I'm sure they will be running out pretty soon though, so I would recommend people register for robotics camps if they can. And it's really fun. Kids sort of work together, they problem solve, they work on skills that are going to be incredibly important for them later on in life. And yeah, it's just great to sort of start working on, you know, building things and working with your hands, try to look for solutions in an increasingly technological society that we're entering. It's just building skills that are going to be very necessary.
Anytime you can be creative and your brain doesn't go soft during the week you're not going to school, that's a win-win.
Yeah, and they'll make friends, they'll make memories that they're never going to forget. The education team is incredibly passionate. We have parents who are incredibly beaming, and the kids are beaming too after camp weeks are over. And we're also offering an advanced robotics camp this summer for our Super Summer Adventure Camps. So if you're able to take Introduction to Robotics, you'll be in preparation for our Advanced Robotics Camp. And yeah.
And that's in the summertime. We'll come back to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing.
Yes.
So that's a big thing with parents. They just don't want, during spring and summer break, they don't want their kids just sitting around not doing anything. You got to keep momentum going. You got to do all that stuff. And
Yeah.
the museum fills that void.
And the kids will be so active working on everything, and it's just, lunch is probably the main break they're going to have. It's going to be so activity based.
Yeah, again, as you mentioned before, for the younger kids, it's half day. Drop them off at 9, pick them up at noon, something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
And then for the older kids, 4th and 5th graders, it's like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. with a lunch served as well.
Mhm.
Keep them occupied. By the way, when you go to the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center's website and you go on the events, you'll see everything stacked up there. It looks really good. And you'll notice almost everything you clip on that requires a registration fee or admission, if you're a member of the museum, you get a discount on
Yes.
almost everything.
Yes, our members get a discount on basically every event. And very rarely will we not give a discount to members, and that'll be either the cost is too low or it's for a Wells House event. So it's, but yeah, very rarely will we not give a discount to members. And membership, fun fact about membership, if you get, I forget the name of the exact membership level, but if you get to a certain level, I think the Discovery or you will get a NARM sort of
It's a reciprocal thing that allows you to visit other museums that are a member of that association.
Yeah, so essentially if you are able to, if you have that, you can go to a museum here, or you can go to the Puget Discovery Center.
There are hundreds of them that are all involved under the same umbrella.
All around the state, all around the country, you can go to any museum and have a discount. So that is a really great perk that we always sort of promote for families.
And I know the people who aren't from here use it.
Yeah.
Because I've been here before, and people are using, they're from Seattle or Spokane or British Columbia or California, and they just whip out their card.
Yep.
And they're in like Flynn.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Sweet. Anything else on your mind before we cut you loose? I know you're busy, Terry. You got a lot of kids downstairs. You got to make sure they're not making off.
We are also offering wine walks through downtown Wenatchee.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so our first one is going to be on April 12th. It'll be on a Saturday. We're going to have a docent or an education team member who's going to lead that tour, and folks will start at the museum and then they'll make stops at Norwood, Horn Estates Winery, the Watermill Winery, and Watercourse Cider, all these sort of wineries, and learn about the history of downtown Wenatchee, the history of businesses here, history of the wineries here in the area. It'll be really great. You'll get to sample some wine, so it's for people 21 and older. And at Watercourse Cider, they're going to be offering snacks and food for you to try. Mm-hmm. So that'll be really great. I highly recommend people try that out. And if you can't make it to April, we'll offer a tour in June and July.
And on First Fridays, they're open late too. Need to mention that as well.
Yes, yes. On First Fridays, we are offering free admission from 4 to 8 p.m. every First Friday, and on every first Saturday or Family Saturday, we are offering free admission the entire day.
Yeah, that's great.
So that is almost always happening. I think the only time we won't have that happening is the first Saturday in May, because we're going to be closed for the Grand Parade.
Yeah, as well it should be.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have a museum of this quality and this size right in the heart of downtown Wenatchee. Some museums aren't. Every museum and cultural center should be right smack dab in the middle of the town, and by golly, ours is.
Yeah, it's truly great. We're at the heart of so many activities in the summer, it's always nice to hear the music of like the outdoor sort of concerts. My office is like right next to it, so there's always music playing, and it's just lovely to have so many different like people coming in, every walk of life, coming to see the museum. We've had people come in from like different countries come and be like, oh, I've never knew this existed. It's a new adventure every day.
The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center, it's yours, folks. It belongs to everybody. Come check it out. Go to their website. Everything we talked about is there, including how to buy tickets and how to register your kid if you're interested in doing the spring break camps here at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. Do we get to see you again in April?
Absolutely. I am going to be here for as long as I can be.
Tara, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's nice talking with you, Dan.
And have fun, all right? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's always fun here.
You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
Whether you're building from the ground up or transforming your space with a custom remodel, One Way Construction is your trusted partner in creating a home that's uniquely yours. Your dream home is just a call away. Schedule your free consultation and let's build something amazing together.
Welcome to the Gilded Lily home, where something extraordinary is waiting for you. The Gilded Lily offers a unique collection of hand-selected, carefully curated items to help you celebrate all of life's special moments. From the budding chef to the home decorator to that very special occasion, there is an abundance of delightful gifts waiting for you. The Gilded Lily home, where you can step in for inspiration and leave with beautiful items to brighten any area of your home.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. With professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Bob's Classic Restaurant and Distillery, established in 1987, where we concentrate on what we do best, creating excellent food, exciting drinks, great customer service, and an imaginative atmosphere to craft an excellent dining experience for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Shareable or not, that's up to you. Bob's Classic dishes are handcrafted and full of flavor. Enjoy the experience at Bob's Classic with your family and friends today.
Pretty much everybody in our viewing area is dealing with some light drizzle right now. It's raining a little bit up at Painbourne Memorial Airport. It's raining, again, light rain, more drizzle than anything else in Ellensburg and Omak and Ephrata, out in Moses Lake with lots of cloud cover. And that's pretty much the forecast, really, for the rest of the work week. And it'll be what you see right now is going to be today, tonight, Friday, and Friday night. The only difference, of course, in the evening hours, the sun goes down. So I'm told, but the weekend looks really good. The long-term forecast from the Climate Prediction Center for the early part of April, this is next Tuesday through Saturday, looks like this. Here's your temperature outlook. A slightly better than 50% chance of seeing cooler than normal temperatures. And when you see the long-term forecast here in a minute or so, you're going to see why. Because there is a pretty robust deep low that's approaching the coast. It will arrive Sunday night, and it's going to last through at least Wednesday, it looks like. So that's the first 5 days in April. So it's hard to believe that we're almost into the 4th month of the year. And as far as precipitation is concerned, it looks like it's going to be a little wetter than normal. Nothing like the Bay Area, as you can see. They're going to get drenched pretty good to welcome April, but we are going to see a better than 50-50 chance of precipitation as well. So it looks like it's going to be a cool and wet start to the month of April. It's going to be a wet day today, but not necessarily cool. 58 with hit and miss showers pretty much all day today. I hope you had a chance to enjoy Tuesday and Wednesday because we're done with that for a while. 44 for the overnight low tonight. Chance of rain tonight goes from 40% to 70%. So it looks like it's going to be pretty wet. We dry off Friday morning and then another chance of rain Friday afternoon and a high of 55 degrees. And then Friday night while we're all sleeping, the clouds will clear out. We'll see an overnight low of 36 with no blanket. That means pretty chilly. And then the weekend looks really good. Saturday, a lot of sunshine all day, high of 57. Almost all day Sunday will be sunny until we get late in the day, and then we start talking about a little bit of rain. And then Sunday night, as I already mentioned, a pretty robust low is going to come in Sunday night, which means most of next week going to be pretty cloudy and pretty cool. That's it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Go Mariners. Bye-bye.